In the dazzling heart of the fashion world, our story unfolds at an upscale avant-garde fashion studio. Hectic, yet harmonious, the studio bursts with life and color, reflecting the flamboyant vision of its unique designer, a peacock. We are not talking metaphors here. A real majestic peacock, baptized with the name Pierre, strides confidently across the studio, his iridescent feathers a kaleidoscope of opulence and grandeur. Pierre adds a burst of his feathery obsessions to each design, transforming ordinary outfits into extravagant, feather-rich art pieces. As the grand unveiling commences, the models step out clothed in feathers of all textures and hues, their faces torn between awe and bemusement. The reactions are as diverse as Pierre's designs. Shock, intrigue, amusement, from stifled giggles to wide-eyed surprise. Each feathered creation is more outrageous than the last, making the audience question if they are witnessing a fashion revolution or a golden age cabaret. Tune in to witness this feathery fiasco and decide for yourself. Is Pierre's extravagant, fashion-forward, or just feather-brained? Meet Professor Quackers, a flamboyant, waddling genius with an insatiable love for knowledge and a slight communication hiccup. Taking the reins of an unsuspecting classroom, our feathered educator quacks nonstop, turning every lesson into her own unique interpretation of charades. Medicine, literature, physics. There's no subject Professor Quackers can't lecture on, although comprehending her wisdom requires a flair for hilarity. As her beak opens and the quacking accelerates, an orchestra of laughter permeates the classroom. The students, engaged like never before, try to decipher her cacophonous teachings. Will they comprehend the quadratic equation through his echoing quacks or unravel the mysteries of Shakespeare's sonnets amidst feathery gestures? Who knew academia could become such a quackingly delightful ride? Stay tuned for the classroom adventures of our unorthodox professor as she waddles, quacks, and educates, bringing a deluge of fun into the world of formal education. This is Quackademia, where the duck takes the chalk. Once upon a time, in a sleepy little town, there lived an eccentric frog named Flippy who projected a larger-than-life fixation on weather forecasting. His mission was simple, to start a unique weather channel, the first of its kind managed by a frog. But there was an unusual twist to his forecasts. He predicted rain every single day. Day after day, the townsfolk, confounded by his relentless forecast, prepped for daily downpours that never happened. It was high summer, and the sun blazed with a vengeance. Children played in sprinklers, farmers toiled under the sun, and joggers complained about the heat. Yet steadfast in his belief, Flippy stuck to his prediction. His prior failed forecasts were a source of hilarity around town, but little did they know, each sunny day was building towards an unexpected twist. As the sun sets, a majestic owl named Orion takes his perch high atop the tallest tree in the park. Like a lone sentinel, he has the duty to guard the peaceful playground from nightly invaders. But Orion, although vigilant, struggles with an unusual problem for an owl. He suffers from bouts of overwhelming sleepiness. Just as Orion's drooping eyelids begin to close, a swift movement grabs his attention. A band of mischievous raccoons, led by the sly rascal, is preparing for a playful heist. Orion gulps, fluffs up his feathers, and vows to stay awake. But as the night deepens, his struggle to keep his eyes open becomes more pronounced. Every so often, Orion dozes off, allowing Rascal and his mischief makers to orchestrate their prank, leading to a number of hilarious, chaotic, and utterly unexpected wake-up calls for our sleepy sentinel. Laughter echoes under the moonlit canopy as the night unfolds in an unpredictable manner. Will Orion ever manage to stay awake? Or will the raccoons have the final laugh? Welcome to Splashy Paws Car Wash, home to Ellie, the jolliest and splashiest elephant in town. As the sun shines brightly, cars glisten in the waiting queue, but there's more than meets the eye. Ellie, our lovable car wash attendant, readies her trunk, but not only for the cars. Customers keep their windows wound down, anticipating the unscripted fun that's about to commence. Instead of an ordinary car wash, what they receive is an all-out splash fest. With a mischievous glint in her eyes, Ellie takes aim and hoses them down, sending delightful sprays of water their way. Shrieks of surprise and fits of laughter fill the air as Ellie sends wave after wave of water their way. Despite the unexpected showers, customers leave not only with sparkling clean cars, but also exhilarating memories from a wet and wild water fight that's unlike any other. So come by Splashy Paws Car Wash, where washing your car is an adventure you'll want to dive into. Meet Teddy. He's not your average bartender. He's a full-grown bear. With a knack for mixing drinks, he adores his job in the Honeycomb Hideout, the city's favorite bar. But there's just one sticky issue. Teddy can't resist adding a touch of sweetness, a dash of honey to every cocktail he crafts. Watch as the first unsuspecting patron orders a classic martini, only to be presented with a honey-drenched concoction that still manages to intrigue. Feel the anticipation build as a party of adventurers take a bet on Teddy's peculiar honey old-fashioned, resulting in wild reactions and side-splitting laughter. The bar buzzes with excitement and curiosity. But when Teddy the bear goes a bit too far, swapping the traditional olive in a martini for a honey-drizzled bee, chaos ensues. Glasses topple, patrons gasp, and Teddy the bear, with his fur matted in glistening honey, can only offer a sheepish grin. Don't miss the hilarity of Teddy the bear's honey-drenched disaster, a reminder that sometimes the perfect cocktail is an unbearable adventure. Welcome to the world of Turbo, a rabbit with a need for speed and a hankering for pizza toppings. One day, Turbo gets a job at Tony's Pizzeria due to his lightning-fast delivery speeds. The customers are thrilled. Their pizzas arrive hot and quick, like they're straight from the oven. But there's a hilarious and mouth-watering problem. Turbo loves pizza too. As he zips around town, his cheeky chompers can't resist the fresh toppings. Tempting pepperoni, succulent olives, juicy pineapple. No topping is safe. His nibbling antics leave the customers perplexed, but always laughing. Their pizzas arrive with a few toppings missing, and each time Turbo leaves them wondering, will they ever get an intact pizza? Or is the next one going to be another Turbo special? Amidst all the laughter and speedy deliveries, it's always a cheesy ride with Turbo. Stay tuned to see how our lovable, topping-eating rabbit adds a dash of humor and a sprinkle of surprise to every pizza delivery. Imagine a cafe where time seems to slow to a crawl. Welcome to the Slow Brew Cafe, where the barista is none other than an adorable sloth. Early in the morning, the cafe fills up with a lively crowd, eager for their morning dose of caffeine. But then, they quickly realize this is no ordinary cafe, and it's definitely not a place for the in-a-hurry types. The scene becomes comical as the sloth barista, entertainingly slow, takes what seems like forever to make each cup of coffee. You see a man reading a whole newspaper, a woman finishing an entire book, and one conspicuously standing gentleman, doling out his goodbyes, dashing out for work, all before they receive their morning brew. Yet remarkably, customers leave with smiles on their faces, their brisk morning slowing down thanks to our slothful barista. Morning mayhem at Slow Brew Cafe is a hilarious adventure where the virtue of patience is serving slowly. In the labyrinthine underworld of the city, where pipes snake their way through concrete and soil, a problem lurks, leaks springing up, creating little floods and chaos, a challenge for even the most seasoned plumber. But then, meet our unlikely hero, Slinky the Snake. With an innate talent for navigating winding pathways and a body made for coiling, Slinky slithers into action. His mission? To skillfully coil his way around leakage points, stopping the dribble of water. But suddenly, a gush of water breaks through from a burst pipe. It's a deluge, a plumber's nightmare. Armed with only his coiling expertise, can Slinky take on this ultimate challenge? Join us on this unusual journey of Slinky's problem-solving adventures, where the stakes are high and the waters flow higher. Meet Kenny, an endearingly sleepy koala, entrusted with babysitting duties for the first time. As soon as the parents leave, Kenny, burdened by his natural instincts, fails to stay awake, taking a nap atop a comfy cushion. Unaware of the chaos that's about to unfold, Kenny snoozes blissfully, ears twitching occasionally to the sounds of adventure now filling the room. The living room quickly transforms into a rowdy pirate ship, steering right through the middle of a storm. The band of young aspiring pirates, led by the mischievous twins, Mia and Max, take command, summoning a crew of stuffed animals to man the sails. There's laughter, mock duels, the chattering of imaginative parrots, and the echo of pirate songs, all as the ship sails on a neon rug ocean. Unseen, unheard, throughout the wild escapade, Kenny snoozes, snoring softly through the spirited adventure.